Hey guys, it's the God Queen, Soncerae here. I appreciate you listening to my podcast. If you can, follow me on Spreaker. If you are listening to this has been uploaded from Spreaker onto my YouTube page. I appreciate you leaving comments, any types of questions or concerns. Please leave it in the comment section. You can also email me at soncerae@gmail.com. You can also follow me on all of my socials. My Instagram is at Soncerae_XO. So, I wanted to talk to the fellas, and to the ladies. And I want, first and foremost, I want people to understand that you can't force or make a person do anything. Okay? You can't rush a person into doing anything. At the end of the day, it will always be their choice what they decide. You can possibly try to evoke something out of them or encourage them, but at the end of the day, it will always be their decision. So if a person tries to tell you, you force them into something or you rush them into something, that is them not taking responsibility for their own actions or their own decisions. And this brings me to the fact that love and relationships, love specifically, has no color, it has no speed. There are people who dated for a week, 2 weeks, got married, and are in a happy marriage and have been happily married for years. Then you have people who dated for years and then got married and were only married for a year or two and then got divorced. You know, it just depends on the couple. It just depends on their situation. It just depends on the timing and the mindsets of the individuals involved. No one can rush you, no matter how much they think they're rushing you. A person can only come to you inside of a relationship and say, hey, this is what I want out of this relationship, okay? I want us to eventually be in a marriage or a relationship. I see that we are interested in being together. We are starting to be exclusive. I would like to take this relationship to another level. At the end of the day, the person they are talking to, it is up to them to decide whether they want to move forward or not. No one can force you. But a lot of people will pretend as if they want to be inside of this relationship because they don't want to lose the person that is requiring or expecting more out of them. See, if you don't have anything to offer a person, don't get in a relationship with them and then try to convince them that they rushed or forced you to be inside of a relationship. You made that choice on your own. Okay? No matter how slow or fast it went, you made the decision to agree to the terms of the arrangement. Because a woman or a man will come to you, especially if they know what they want. Because I'm telling you, I'm 37. I'll be 40 in how many years? 3. So really at 37, I ain't got time to be playing games. So I'm going to come to a man and I'm going to say, listen, unless you are trying to build something, build some type of foundation where we can get some peace, some happiness, some wealth, and some stability out of this situation, I don't want to do it. And that's usually how I come into situations. It's like, listen, if you're not trying to bring some peace, some happiness, trying to enhance my lifestyle, I don't want you around. And it's up to you to decide whether you want to stick around or not. If you feel like I'm moving too fast with you, then that's what you feel like. But I know for me, it's easy for me to make up my mind. It's easy for me to make a decision about who I want to be in a relationship. See, some people are concerned about what that other person is going to do for them. You know, they're standing there inside of that relationship with their hand out like, I wonder what this person can give me. How much money can this person give me, or time or love or sex or whatever the case is. Me, I come into a relationship thinking about what I have to offer that other person. And if I feel like that they can meet my standards or my expectations, which is basically, listen, communicate, be honest with me at the end of the day. Let's do that. If we can do that, our relationship will be just fine. Just fine. If you could communicate and be honest in regards to your communication, stick to your word, show a level of respect to our situation, our relationship will be fine. Because I'm the type of woman, I can basically deal with just about anything as long as you don't lie to me about it. Trust is important inside of a relationship. So if I come to you and I say, this is what I want inside of my relationship, and you say, as a man, this is what I'm going to work on. Okay. I want to meet your expectations. I want this relationship. I want to work hard to keep this relationship. So I'm going to do whatever it takes as a man to give you whatever it is that you need. Okay? You weren't forced. You weren't rushed. Now, if you're the type of man that says, hey, you know what? I need a little bit more time. You know, I want this relationship, but I need you to give me a little bit more time. Okay? I can respect that too. And depending upon how bad I want the relationship or not will determine whether or not I will stick to that situation. Whether or not I'll say, you know what? I'll give you more time. I'll give you more time to be able to work on your feelings, work out. It just depends. It depends on the guy. Because sometimes women don't want to deal with niggas who got issues, men who got issues. We don't be wanting to deal with that, especially not over 35. Don't nobody got time for that. If you are not making progress, if you are not trying to improve yourself, most people just don't want to deal with you. A lot of people don't want to live complicated lives, especially when they get to this age, because they done been there, done that. They done the drama. They done the games. Don't nobody got time for that. So if they see that you feel like they see that you about to start playing games or lying or whatever the case may be, they're probably not going to want to be with you. So that's the problem. That's why they're coming to you saying, this is what I want. Are you down? But can't nobody force you, you know? Can't no woman force no man into anything. Can't no woman be like, okay, you know, this is what I want. At the end of the day, you get to choose, my friend. I'll leave. If you can't give me what you want, what I want, I'll leave. But a lot of men will try to pretend they can give these things to women just to manipulate the situation so you can keep a woman, so they can keep a woman. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you can't bring something to the table inside of a relationship, do not keep a woman. Don't keep a woman there, especially if she the table. Because there's women out there who they the table. And you sit here, don't even know what you got to offer at all. And if you know that about yourself, you have to say that. Now, then again, there's some women out there who will see in you some things that you might not even see in yourself and want to stick to you because of that. But if you feel like you aren't going to be the type of man a woman needs, do not be inside of that relationship and then try to convince the world that she rushed you or she forced you. Can't nobody rush or force you in anything. You make that choice. Everybody is living their life at a different speed. Everyone is living their life at a different perspective. Some of us have learned more than others. Some of us have experienced more than others. Some of us got critical thinking and problem solving skills that are out of this world. So we can figure out some shit in a heartbeat. Then you got people who need days and weeks and months just to figure out one damn math problem. To me, some things aren't that complicated. Like, to me, life doesn't have to be Chinese arithmetic. So it's easy for me to make my decision about a person because who I decide to be in a relationship is what's most important. Because once I make up my mind what kind of woman I'm going to be towards a man, that's the type of woman I am. Not all women are that way. I'm just saying that I'm that way. So it's easy for me to come to a man and say, hey, you know what? This is what I want out of this situation. This is the type of woman I'm going to be. This is what I have to offer. Are you down with the arrangement? Okay. And someone left a comment in my section recently, asking me about my previous relationship and did I force or did I rush my situation? And again, I'll say this again. I just said this a minute ago. I can't control no man. I can't rush or force no man into anything. These men get to decide who they want to be at the end of the day. They get to decide whether they want to be in a relationship. I'm no puppet. If you're not strong enough to stand up for yourself and say, you know what, this is not what I want at this speed, or this is not the type of relationship I want right now, you're not man enough to say that on your own. The problem is you, not the woman who is telling you what she wants. Because there's women out there who know what they want, just like there's men out there that know what they want. Not everybody confused walking around. Not everybody walking around in the world lost, not knowing what they want to do. And no matter how many women think they can trap a man with an ultimatum or a baby or a marriage or whatever the case may be, You can't. It's not going to happen. Because these men do what they want to do. At the end of the day, men do what they want to do. At the end of the day, women do what they want to do. No one forced me to be in my last relationship. No one forced me to make the decision I made by stepping out of that relationship either. That was a choice I made for myself. So contrary to what, a lot of men believe, can't no woman rush you into anything. Love has no color. Love has no speed. You get to decide what's too fast or too slow to you. And if a woman is coming to you and she knows what she wants, she knows where she's heading, and she's asking you to hop on this train at whatever speed it's going, and you aren't prepared to get on this train, don't hop on the train. But you are in no position to judge the speed of her life because her shit is accelerated because she's enhanced or she's, more advanced than you are in regards to life and experiences and wisdom and knowledge. Everybody is on a different pace. So if you ever in a situation with a woman and she's telling you she's ready for a relationship and you not, don't expect for her to do relationship shit when you telling her you not ready for a relationship. And don't tell her that you're ready for a relationship simply so you can get relationship shit when you're not ready for a relationship. Because all that's going to do is get you both in a situation where somebody going to end up being hurt. And it's probably going to be her. You guys have got to make better choices and stop relinquishing yourself of the responsibility as if you're walking around this planet on autopilot. You have this thing called free will. You are not somebody's puppet. You are not somebody's robot. You go out here and you decide at the end of the day who you want to be, what kind of man you want to be for the women in your life, even for yourself. These are your choices. No one can force you. So if you're under the impression that you were forced by some woman or rushed into a situation by some woman, you better think again. I'm going to need for you to rewind to back when you agreed to be in that situation on your own. I don't care if she gave you a list of incentives. It was still up to you at the end of the day to weigh your pros and cons and decide whether you wanted to step foot into the relationship or not. Do not be a coward and not take responsibility for your actions. That's all I have to say. I just wanted to get that out the way because I'm in no position whatsoever to, take responsibilities for the choices that other people make. I have no control over other people. I will never be able to control another human being. Ever, not ever. I can try to manipulate somebody. I can try to evoke or encourage a behavior out of somebody. But at the end of the day, that person is still going to make their own choice. You love who you love. You have a bond with certain people for certain reasons. And at the end of the day, all I can do is respect that. That's all any person can do. But please, if you man enough to sleep with women or get in a relationship with women or whatever the case is, please be man enough to be honest as much as you can, as often as you can, always, because you steal people's choice. And don't be surprised that when people find out the truth about you, they make another choice. Again, do not get inside of a relationship you're not ready for. And then say somebody rushed you into something. Because that's false. That's a lie that you're telling yourself. All right? If you have any video topic suggestions or anything you would like for me to talk about on my podcast, you can email me at soncerae@gmail.com. I want you guys to go to www.represent.com/store/Yaora. And I want you to check out my teas. I've been designing new teas and I want you to purchase a tea. And send me any pictures you might take in my teas and let me know that you're showing me support, okay? The link is in the description box and in the comment section. Thanks for listening, all right? Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.